crafting a dry gas might be marginally too expensive for the average player, so the alternative is to find a bunch of them inside the nether, and this seed I found actually has as many as I could physically find within a reasonable distance inside the nether. Just to be aware, again, this is a preview, things are subject to change, but at least as of right now, this is where you spawn in, this is what you can expect to see inside this one particular world, in the overworld. Plenty of different types of different biomes, such as a jungle, such as a savanna, such as a forest, and such as what we are going to need. This lava pit we can see right here, which is going to be our key to getting ourselves inside of the nether. I'm never that good at this lava water trick, so I'm probably going to screw something up pretty easily. But let's assume you actually managed to do it and do it correctly with this lava lake. And to get the nether portal, perfect, let's go in and let's go get these dry ghasts. And if you do put the portal there, just be wary that you might have one or two marginal drops here or there. Some mildly bigger than marginal drops, as we can see. But yeah, in the case you're wondering, no, not every single fossil will actually have a dried gas. I believe there's, from the looks things, maybe about a 40% chance of every single one of them having, like, a dry gas under them. So just be wary of that you're not going to find them in every single one of them. But this seed has a fair amount of them relatively close to spawn, and we're going to go around and actually find them, because I honestly can't remember where I actually found them all the first time I found the seed. But again, I do remember they are relatively not too far from spawn, such as this one we can see right here. I'm going to mark down every single one we go to with the diamond block, just so we remember, just so we don't actually backtrack on ourselves too many times. And on top of that, obviously, the ground of the nether is never really that easy to overcome, but I tried finding a seed that's as easy to traverse as possible, especially considering we found ourselves our second drag gas, as we can see right here. And I guess on the way, if you want to find even more, then you could always, like, battle all the gas that actually spawn around you as you go to collect all these already existing dry gas too. But I think actually one of the easiest and closest ones you could find from that one portal we spawned in is probably right around here, as we can see right here. And it's the closest one to our fourth one, as we can see right over here. So if nothing else, this is probably the prime opportunity to pick up quite a number of dry gas around here. I believe when actually looking through this seed, I tried confining myself to about 200 to 300 blocks in every single direction from the spawn of the world, so it's not too unnecessarily far a distance to actually travel. Because again, while I tried finding as good a surface as possible, the nether just never offers good surfaces to traverse. Let's be honest. But if you do manage to traverse yourself over here, then you're not only going to find the redwood forest, whose name is escaping me right now, but you're going to find your fifth dried gas, on top of maybe potentially bastion remnant. You know, just a few extra bonuses around here. But after you defeat that remnant, if you are willing to go just a little bit further, then we're eventually going to find ourselves our sixth dry gas, as we can see right here. And then seventh one, as we can see, it isn't right here, but instead right over here, right surrounding a whole bunch of blue fire. And even though there's only one in this corner, there is 3 separate fossils, as we can see around here. So in the case you do want to, again, make more, this is probably a good place on getting a whole bunch of bone blocks. And I mean, every single one we go to is a good place on getting a whole bunch more bone blocks. Like, let's be honest. And then the 8th and final one that I could find within a reasonable distance from that nether spawn is actually located literally right here, right at this one fossil, making 8 separate dry ghasts you could find inside this one particular seed, on top of the many you could actually craft from all these fossils, from all the gas you see, and everything else like that. Did I maybe miss some in the distance I traveled and showed you? Probably. Will something change within the next few previews and snapshots? Potentially. But in the case it doesn't, and in the case things stay exactly the same, then this is where you could find 8 separate dried gas inside this one particular seed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.